I just wanted to say this. Yes, so, in terms of asking someone if they're sleepy or tired, or need to take a nap that may have a sleeping disorder, I think those questions are really important because here's the thing, okay? I've been going since about, did I have a nap after I went walking? No, I did not actually. So I have really literally been going all day, all morning. So I went walking for a bit, 5-ish, but I couldn't really walk much. Had a fall. So anyway, but I've been up since 4 something, okay? And as much as I laid down, so I rested. So that's another one. You can ask, like, do you need some rest, right? I laid down, but I didn't really close my eyes that I remember. So fine. And I had to leave to go to a meeting. I took Provigil at about 8:45. And I was on my way. I also drank the tea that I had for today. And it is now 5 o'clock now. I had my CPR training for a couple hours and a half. Was driving here and there, a couple places, went to the post office. I definitely started to get sleepy around right before the meeting at 2-ish. But I made it through. I made it through the orientation meeting that I had, which was an hour. But it was a struggle, so I'll say that. Like, meaning I was falling asleep, but I was able to get back up. So, and now it's 5. What I'm saying is that even though I had the supplement I had and I had my Provigil, if I'm able to take a nap, I need to. If I'm starting to feel tired, I need to check in with my body and see where I am. Or if you are a loved one of someone, if you want to ask, you know, are you getting tired? But sometimes on the extra supplements, we may not feel tired, but we may need to take a nap or need to rest. It may be good to say, do you need to take a nap? Because a lot of people may be on schedules to know every 2 hours I need to take a nap. I took a little something extra, but I still can use the nap, right? Like, I could have still taken a nap when I would normally take a nap, even though I wasn't falling out sleepy or tired. And I just want you to remember that when someone gets to that point, it is pushing past the envelope. Like, it's pushing past what you want for them. Okay, so you don't want them to get to that point where then you like, are you sleepy? Well, of course I'm sleepy. You sleepy too if you do that. So you wanna, once again, for a loved one, if you don't care about nobody who has sleep disorder, it's whatever, right? But just if you're with them, if you want to, you know, care for them, seeing if they need to take a nap, if they need to, or if they take some more medication to supplement a nap, you know, depending on what it is with your loved one, is really important also. Of course, I'm gonna say this again, driving, offering a drive. Do you want me to drive? If y'all are out somewhere and you know you're past the time, like y'all been out for hours and you already know your loved one may not be at a point where they're good with saying boundaries and like saying it's too much or they're too tired, they don't want to be rude. You know, you can say, hey, we're gonna go, it's time to go, or even checking in with the person, not trying to make a decision for them necessarily, but checking in to say, hey, you all right? You need to take a nap. It's been a few hours. Sometimes it could be a little bit stubborn because you don't want to be the disappointment of if y'all having a good time or whatever the case may be, you don't want to say, no, I'm okay. But then, like, you get in a car and you can't drive nowhere. And that's reality. And, you got to hold yourself accountable for that. But also, loved ones can help. So, anyway, just saying, these are some things to consider with a loved one who may have narcolepsy or sleeping disorder, excessive daytime sleepiness, something like that. Because again, when people always say, are you tired? I may not be tired. But that doesn't mean if I got in a car and tried to drive somewhere, I wouldn't fall asleep. And so I know that seems to make a lot of sense. It may not, it may. But I don't always feel tired, especially if I'm up doing something. It's typically, for me at least, and maybe others with excessive daytime sleepiness, when I'm at a resting position. So whatever my body communicates at that time is probably it's time to go to sleep, even though it may not be. So sometimes you won't know what a person until they're in that resting position, like in a meeting, driving in a car, sitting in a car, something like that. So just something to think about or consider. All right. I hope that helps somebody.